India is aggressively pushing to house 100 million digital content creators. But look at the actual distribution of success in this model, and a jarring reality emerges. Only a microscopic 0.2. Raj's family was caught in that decline. Following a medical emergency with his father, a 16-year-old Raj was forced into entrepreneurship simply to save his family from financial ruin. He borrowed 10,000 rupees, taught himself basic chemistry by watching online tutorials, and started manufacturing his own dishwashing liquid from scratch. He called it Jadugar Drop. He took the product directly to consumers, knocking on doors and offering live demonstrations to grocery store owners. He was fighting for shelf space against entrenched, well-funded corporate giants like them. When traditional retail proved too slow, he engineered a new distribution channel. He built a multi-level marketing model, offering homemakers and local housing societies a 25% commission to sell his soap directly to their neighbors. This background in physical logistics defined how he eventually approached the internet. By the time Raj began creating content, he had already achieved profitability with a physical product, meaning he viewed a digital follower not as a source of validation, but as the starting point for a distribution network. But physical distribution has a hard ceiling. You can only knock on so many doors in a day, and building true wealth requires a system that scales without demanding proportional physical labor. He realized the highest leverage asset available was digital attention, so he launched the Figuring Out podcast and began aggressively sending cold emails to high-profile targets, attempting to tap into their established credibility. The sheer volume of that outreach paid off. He scaled his platform to 400 million yearly views, eventually sitting across from heavyweights like former Indian cricket captain Sourav Ganguly. He didn't wait to be discovered by an algorithm. He treated the top of the funnel like a physical commodity, aggressively prospecting and acquiring attention. This diagram illustrates the core flaw of the modern creator economy. Creators command massive audiences, pulling millions of eyeballs into the top of their digital funnels. But without any back-end infrastructure or proprietary products to sell, that traffic just spills out and disappears. Raj applied his offline manufacturing experience to capture that lost value. He launched House of X, an infrastructure company that handles the heavy lifting of sourcing, warehousing, and shipping. It allows creators to spin up fully functional direct-to-consumer brands in exactly 7 days. They tested the model by partnering with Indian pop star King to launch a personal care brand called Blanco. The system worked. They moved 10,000 units in just 4 days. The face on the screen might generate the initial clicks, but the real financial power belongs to the architect operating the supply chain behind it. As his enterprise scaled, a new variable entered the market. Cheap generative AI tools became widely accessible, creating a highly efficient weapon for digital fraud. Bad actors began hijacking Raj's likeness. They deployed voice clones, deepfakes, and scam advertisements, misleading audiences to extract money under false pretenses. Rather than playing a localized game of reporting fake accounts to social media platforms, Raj took the offensive directly to the Delhi High Court. He secured a landmark legal victory that officially affirmed a creator's face, voice, and digital presence as strictly protected intellectual property under the law. This ruling categorized a creator's digital presence as a protected corporate asset, setting a new legal standard for how identity must be defended in an era of automated impersonation. The era of the fragile influencer, a career entirely dependent on the whims of a social media feed, is ending. In its place is the rise of the founder creator. To survive the digital future, you must stop consuming attention and start producing infrastructure. You have to own your product, control your distribution pipelines, and fortify your identity by law.